Tennessee versus Presbyterian. Tennessee coming off a loss 2-1 over the weekend against Kentucky. You know, these last two series in the SEC, even these midweeks, gonna be quite important because you don't want to drop these midweek games at this point because you don't want your RPI taking any hits. These last couple weeks in the regular season, you don't want your RPI taking any hits, man. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to drop these games. And the last two series in the SEC are going to be very important because what are you sitting at? 11 wins right now. You definitely want to get to that 13 win mark. But you kind of want to exceed that. You know, if you can get to 14, 15, that'd be, you know, you're sitting pretty good. Yeah, if you get to 13, you probably have to win a couple games, a game or two in Hoover. You know, if you can get to 14 or 15, you're sitting pretty good, bro. You're sitting pretty good. So, yeah, my prediction for this one. Tennessee 12, Presbyterian 2. What I'm going with, bro.
Fastball with a good slider, but the huge
I don't know how good Presbyterian is, actually.
Right, it is, and we are underway early in the first
10 and
pitch.
38.
Put in the air to center field.
Okay, hold on. 14-1.
Flies out to Garrett, right?
No, 14-2. 14-2. That's my prediction. 14-2.
Matthew Rollison tags the first pitch to left. That's got carry. That is out of the yard.
Okay, hold on.
Over everything. Matthew Rollison.
No, 14-2. I'm sticking with it, bro.
It's a Blue Hose homer for a 1-0 lead.
Wait, what's their name?
The season, it's a Blue Hose homer for a 1-0 lead.
I don't want to say what I think you just said.
Jumping on that pitch early, off-speed first pitch, just hacking away.
Yeah.
Probably the best bat.
I don't want to say what I think he
just
just
get
said.
Time to get to his stats, he was all over it. But a guy that, hey, 304, 8th home run of the season.
It's 1-2 to a shifted infield.
I'm gonna pretend he said blue does, like, you know, the deer, the doe, like the blue does. I don't.
Came back from the injury and got more healthy and comfortable.
Comfortable there. A leadoff single for Garrett Wright.
I'm not saying Grinlinger's Aaron Judge, but the numbers correlate.
That skips by Mason, and Garrett Wright is in scoring position now for Trent Grinlinger. And the break-even offer to the freshman. Is swung on and missed. It is a strikeout for Mikey Marquin. His strands a runner in scoring position. Nick Abraham's back to work. And Emery Guilford pokes it towards the porches. Blaine Brown can't get there. Clangs off the top of the wall. The Blue Hose DH with a stand-up double to start the second. And small ball over the last 5-10 years. Mallow bounces to the right side and achieves what he was looking for, an advancing runner.
Yeah, it's pretty much a bunt.
To Abraham. 1-2 pitch.
That's gonna score their second. Oh, there it is! Let's go. Good play, brother.
A lot of times, anything as a runner, right side of the infield, you're just
they were playing up too, expecting it.
Levi Clark over there, who's been pretty fantastic for the second half of the season at first, made a great play.
His 2-2 pitch is popped down the right field line.
Okay.
Chapman's on the move.
They're getting some pretty good pop on that off the bat, bro.
Wesleyan Christian Academy product. Reese Chapman right up the middle into center field, so the experienced senior gets the better of the freshman, and it's a
Who does Tennessee end the season with, SEC-wise?
Bad, but picked it up later half the season.
Another hard hit ball, Andy Marin. That is a 2-out single. Reese Chapman to second for Stone Lawless. It's plunked on the elbow guard to load the bases.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
The bases loaded.
Got Garrett Wright, who comes up big quite often.
Van gets out of it and leaves the bases loaded.
Big missed opportunity.
Georgetown, South Carolina, played at Georgetown High, and on the 1-2, he swings and misses. Stone Lawless cleans it up, and Ethan Baiotto fires a 1-2-3 third.
Watching a guy like that just
Grim Reaper, bro. He always smashes it on 3-1.
Into orbit.
I would like to know how many homers he has on a 3-1 count.
Tied at 1.
Has to be quite a few, because I feel like every time I see 3-1, he's mashing that thing.
Blake Grimmer interrupts interrupting my little pologram, but doing what Boy Grimmer does.
I saw
getting
3-1 and
hard
I
at
knew
the
it was
right
gone.
time, going into that
That's
huge
why I
Texas
started
weekend.
saying Grim
He
Reaper,
didn't
bro.
swing it
I
so
knew
well
that
last
shit was
weekend, but
gone.
doing what he does, running a fastball in the inner half of the plate, and little too high right there.
End of the bat and smothered at first. Rollison flips, and Van is there.
Grinlinger, yeah,
That's it
well,
hard to left. On its way.
Grindinger.
On its way out.
Is that over all the... Damn.
Grinlinger goes yard.
That was over the entire...
And Tennessee
porch over
takes
there.
the lead.
And Grinlinger pulling a Grimmer just from the right side. Heavy pull, high launch angle, and cleared all three.
Seems
decks
like
of the
Grimmer
porch
and Grinlinger have been the best
Now
hitters
it's
for
sixth homer
Tennessee
of the
lately.
year. 1-2 here to Clark. Couple hops to short. That is Moody, and the inning is over. You have a couple singles that are stolen away, and that Henry Ford, the shifted third baseman, who puts an end to the inning. Ahead 3-1 here as Linker delivers. And Lawless takes ball 4.
I'm waiting for midweek
With this
Marin.
infield in this defense.
On the ground at third, Williams has it. And across the diamond for
Marin's
the final
gonna
out of the
hit a
inning.
bomb today. He
Yearly
has
midweek
to.
Foes. The last time these two teams played was in April of 2011. As Malo bounces it to Blake Grimmer. A nice backhand stop and fire for the first out of the 5th. Strike 3 swinging. Second punch out for Bioto. See if he goes to one of the loopers. His 0-2 is popped up. Left field, Blaine Brown is awaiting and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. 9 quad 1 wins this year, so the top end of the resume has been good. As Trent Grinlinger goes down on strikes and part of a 1-2-3
I mean, it's a pretty low scoring game so far, bro.
off the end of the bat, and that is
Which is
an
exactly what
opposite field
Presbyterian
single
wants.
to lead off the 6th for Andrew Albertus. The tying run is aboard. A day into the stretch for the first time. Runner goes. The throw to second is there.
That was perfect.
So is the tag. To look ahead, to try and always imagine the bigger picture and what's going on as Chandler Day picks up a punch out.
I like the same thing. He heard a little bit more, just left it up.
Fastball gets tagged pretty deep to center. Garrett Wright's on the run and has a great path on it to make the catch. And
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee's gonna have to go
faces
crazy
Reese
if they're gonna get
Chapman,
14 runs.
who takes a 2-0 to the right side. Deeply shifted.
Wow.
Mallow with a quick shovel.
My-
Can't make the play in time. And a leadoff
That was
single
still
for
pretty
Reese
crazy that he
Chapman.
threw that accurately. Oh, well,
There he
there it
goes.
is. That's gone. That's a
Levi
moon
Clark.
shot all the
Adios.
between the second and third deck, I think. I don't know.
And Levi Clark launches another. He stays red hot and makes it a 3-run lead.
Yeah, and the swing, I thought we were going to see 3-1. Actually getting the 3-2. Clark, a lot more composed. Body's more neutral. Head stays on the ball and hammers that ball to the left center gap.
I'm also interested to see if
2-0 to Manny Marin.
Elander. Oh,
Hard hot shot to third.
Midweek
That eats up
Marin.
Williams, and Marin
I'm
will
also
reach
interested to see if
for the 1 out of
Elander
the 6th.
goes back
90
to
on the season for Tennessee.
you know,
Creeping
the
towards
rotation
top
that
10
y'all
of the
had
nation. They're fourth in
before
the SEC. Manny Marin gets
last
walked over to
weekend.
second.
Big,
You know,
strong,
with
physical
Max starting
guys that
game
are
1,
ready
Coons
to
game
play
2. I like that a
immediately.
lot. I like that move a lot.
Marin
Right there
takes
by
third
Marin.
uncontested.
And then
Lawless strikes
Blanco
out
at game
swinging.
3. I do feel like that rotation worked
As Garrett Wright hammers it to
best
left,
for you.
and he leaves the yard.
I don't understand why it changed,
Whoa, Garrett Wright.
but
Dead red on
you should
a 3-1
definitely go back
count,
to that.
And now a 5-run lead.
And I love 3-1 hitting. It's one of those things, guys can just be themselves, be comfortable, and just swing away. You know, 90% of the time you are getting a heater, and right there, short frame, but very powerful. Uses his legs a lot.
He may get out of it on one pitch. Blake Grimmer to a shifted second baseman Mullo, and the inning is over. And his 1-2 is strike 3. Tracy pulls the string. Taylor Tracy hunting for back-to-back punch-outs.
Got him.
He's got it right now, and on the 3-0, Guilford Takes all the way, ball 4. The tall freshman lefty. Gets a jam shot to shallow left center. Manny Marin drifts back, and the inning comes to an end. Swing and a miss. Meredith climbs the ladder. He gets a punch out today. Fly ball, carry to the alley. He will get caught off by Green in the inning, and the freshman fires. Strike 3. 2-2. Strike 3 swinging. 94 from Haas.
ABS has made it fun, kind of made that.
Yeah, I also saw that the NCAA is going to allow the SEC to experiment with the ABS system in the SEC tournament, which is going to be interesting.
It is a learning process.
I do like that SEC is going to be going with that. I think each coach is allowed 3 challenges per game.
Hit hard and deep, and one hops off the base of the wall. A Myatt missile to put 2 in scoring position. Lawless 0 for 1 tonight. And he hits it hard and high to right field. Should score at least a run. Dewberry's backing up. He's at the warning track. And a sacrifice fly from Stone Lawless makes it a 7-1 Tennessee lead. And he awaits a 2-1. Ground ball through the right side. A base knock.
Okay, you're 6 runs away from 14.
On the bench for Jay Abernathy. Now 8-1 Tennessee. 31st game of the year, a 200 hitter offensively. He gets hit.
Give me a bomb. Give me a bomb.
0-1 to 4.
Come on, Ford. Okay. Yep, go, brother, go.
Skips by to Henry Ford.
Come on, Ford. Yep, another walk. The bases loaded. For who?
With the bag's full. The payoff pitch to Hunter High.
Woo! Okay.
Is fly to left, shallow,
miss
drifting
it.
towards
miss
foul
it, please.
ground.
Miss it.
It is caught
Okay,
by
you didn't
Moody,
miss
the
it.
shortstop.
All right, so Tennessee's going to end up with 8 runs. So pretty much cut in half my prediction.
Micah Connor, the pinch hitter at the top of the order. Krenzel gets the punch out. Payoff pitch.
I'm going to start guessing my offensive numbers for Tennessee
4.
Pretty low. Or not pretty low, but like lower than what I've been guessing. I think I've
swinging. Hindi gets the punch out.
guessed 10 or more the last couple times I've done it.
4-pitch walk. 2 on with 2 out now for the Blue Hose. 2-2. Strike 3. Brady Frederick ends.
I was close on Presbyterian. I did guess
8-1 over Presbyterian.
I did guess 1 run for Presbyterian at one point, but I changed it to 2. I think I guessed, what was it, like 14-1 or something like that, and then I changed it 14 to, I don't know. But, yeah, 8-1, Tennessee only gives up 3 hits, which is kind of crazy, because it seemed like to start the game, Presbyterian was seeing the ball pretty well out of the pitcher's hands, and, just it felt like they had some pretty good pop off the bat, so, you know, I thought, hey, maybe this team's gonna get quite a few hits and get something going here, but Tennessee only gave up 3 hits. So, really good job by the Tennessee pitchers. You know, because we didn't really see that same pop off the bat the rest of the game. After, like, the first 2 innings or whatever it was, we did not really see that same pop. So, yeah, really good stuff, man. Offense came alive a little bit later in this one. For Tennessee, it was 2-1 for a while. What did Tennessee score in like the 6th or 7th inning or something like that again with that bomb by Levi, I believe. So yeah, offense came alive pretty late, but they end up getting an 8-1 win, man. And yeah, again, I'm not sure who Tennessee has on the weekend. I didn't look at the schedule yet, but yeah, in the comments, let me know who Tennessee ends the season with their last 2 series. So, yeah, hope y'all enjoy. If you please drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man.